Hey, Samantha here with Empower Performance Therapy. Just thought I'd run through a quick cool down post one of your Kickr training sessions here. One thing that you find after the sessions is probably you have really tight hips, tight calves. We definitely need to work on the quads and the hip flexors. And let's open up those chest and shoulders too. And so here we go. Right after your Kickr session, want to give yourself a nice good stretch. Fall down, grab those arms, give a little twist. Getting the hamstrings, that low back, and just let those arms kind of dangle, stretch out the back there. From there, we want to come down to the mat. We're going to start opening up those hip flexors and the quads. So we want to get into a nice little lunge position here. Scoot that back one back just a little bit. You want it to open up a little bit wider than 90 degrees here. So we're stretching the front of that hip flexor. Drop in just a little bit. Let gravity do the work. Don't push it into this position. So we're getting the left hip, the right hip flexor. Now take the arms up and overhead. Chin up in the air. And now we're opening up that chest, stretching the front of that neck as well. You want to hold these about 10 seconds to 30 if you have the time. You can swoop this on down, both hands to the inside of that forward leg. Scoot that leg out to the outside of the mat and drop yourself here, really opening up that left hip. Still working on that right hip flexor. You can shift around a little bit. Hold that for about your 10 seconds. Peel up, walk that foot back in, straighten that front leg, peel that toe back. Now we're getting some more hamstring action done into here. And after your 10-second hold there, we're going to swing that around and you're going to switch it up. Right foot front, left foot back. Let gravity do the work here. Now this time, interlace the fingertips behind. Pull back those shoulders, lift up that chin. Really press those fingertips away from your body. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Open up the front of that chest as we're opening up the hip flexors and the hip. Unlace your fingers. Bring your hands to the inside. Scoot that foot out to the outside. Let that right hip fall and drop down to wherever's comfortable. Open up that right hip. 10 to 30 seconds in this position. Walk the hands back. Walk the foot back in line, straighten out that leg, peel that toe back, get a little bit of hamstring stretch in here, a little modified runner's lunge. And as you peel back from there, now we really want to open up these guys. So we're going to go into what the yogis like to call a pigeon pose. So swing that foot up here. Lay that shin down, parallel if you can. Scoot the left one back. And if this is great for you, let's leave it right here. You don't want that hip popping. You don't want a pinching sensation in that hip. It should be nice and comfortable. And as you can ease into it, you can work your way down to your forearms or even all the way flat. You want to hold this one, again, that 10 to 30 seconds. As you walk yourself back up out of this one, peel that back nice and gently, and bring the other one up to the front. Shin nice and parallel. Walk that right knee backwards if you need to. Drop down to wherever's comfortable for you. Really opening up that glute medius, the piriformis, the glute max, all those yummy posterior glute muscles. And lastly, one last one to open up the chest. We're going to go walk the hands out as far as you can. Keep that booty up in the air. Press your forehead to the mat. And here we're really opening up the chest and the lats, getting a nice good stretch there. And so remember that if you have an extra 10 minutes after your ride, go ahead, get your recovery on. Recovery is just as important as the workout. And so instead of going that 10 extra minutes on the bike, give your body that time to heal itself, to recover, to let the training sink in. so you can get yourself prepared to rock it again tomorrow. Train empowered, y'all.